That is the dreaded text neck or technology neck. We're sitting at computers all day, hunched forward, not very good for this area of your neck, creates a ton of pain, and then neck and upper back. Same thing with looking at our phone. Unfortunately, during the pandemic and just our current way of life, we're doing entirely too much of this. So I'm going to give you 3 ways to not only avoid this from happening, but also treat it once you have it. So commonly overlooked. So number 1 is the easiest one, and number 1 I just call breaking the cycle. So if you are seated for a long period of time, you may get to your desk first thing in the morning, 9 a.m., start your emails, and your posture is nice and good. You're ready to seize the day, right? By 10 a.m., you're working hard, slouching a little bit, have some meetings, haven't had a chance to get up. By about noon, you're like this. So by noon, you are doing exponential damage to this part of your back, and it's something that we can fix pretty abruptly just by breaking the cycle. So what I want you to do is get out your Apple Watch, your phone, set a timer, set a reminder in your email every 30 minutes for you to just say, get up. All you have to do is get up from that bad posture position, stand up, stretch out a little bit, roll the body, move. Super simple, 10 seconds, go back down, you've reset. This is gonna prevent excess damage from happening. So that's tip number 1, breaking the cycle. Tip number 2 is a way to help increase some mobility in your neck, and we call that neck cars. So pretty similar to a neck roll like this, but there are some distinct differences. With a neck car, we're gonna have you get your ab and your core like slightly engaged, and get your wrists and your shoulders slightly engaged. You wanna create a little bit of tension in our body. And as you move your neck, you're gonna move in a circular direction, and you're going to move through, imagine the air is a bit thicker or denser, so it's not easy to just roll like this, but instead we have to kind of roll slowly and just think about articulating each joint of your neck. So it goes a little something like this. A little bit of tension, slowly, neck down. I'm gonna slide that chin to the side of the body. Good. We'll go 1 in reverse for good measure. Good. Now, as you do these, you may hear some little clickies or poppies in your neck that are happening. If they're non-painful, don't worry about it. If you are feeling pain in any of those motions, trying to get full range, don't go all the way into that. Just try to brush that border of it and just go very, very lightly around it. In due time, you're gonna create a good stable body, and you're gonna get a lot better neck range of motion. It's essentially like hygiene for your neck. So when you do these, they should be done daily, and you should be doing 5 clockwise and 5 counterclockwise. So that's a good way we can create some mobility. Now, after all of this stuff that we have done and thrown our neck into some bad postural positions, we want to do some strengthening. So if you find yourself standing like this, we want to get that head and neck back up over your shoulders so gravity's not winning the battle and creating a ton of tension here. So in order to fix that, we do a process of neck retractions. If you've been to a physio before, or any chiro that have taught you about neck retractions, a lot of times I see people doing them wrong. So I'm going to teach you the right way to do it. So we're going to let the flow down here. So find a nice wall that you can lean up against. Go right up against the wall. And if you're really, really bad with your head posture, this may be a little challenging at first, but we want you to work your way into it. Put your head, back of your head, right up against the wall there. Get that core lightly engaged. Where the back of your head is touching the wall, I want you to imagine like there's a string on the top of your head, and it's pulling that head and neck up. So as you do that, you're going to notice that chin tucks a little bit, your neck becomes nice and long, and brings like an overcorrected posture. Also, as you do that, we should feel these muscles in the throat, which are called the deep neck flexors. We should feel those working. So about 5 to 8 second hold, and then relax. If this is your first time doing this, or if your posture has gone a bit to the wayside, you may find that even getting into that first position is painful. You may have to start a little bit slower, but our goal is to work on those positions. You may feel a stretch up the back. Stretch is okay. Any sharp pain or nerve pain when you get into these positions, we have to backtrack a little bit. So in your case, that may mean something like coming off the wall a little bit and just mimicking that position of driving in. So it's really your head is tilting up and back. Feel those deep throat muscles work. For good measure, if you want to affect some posture a little bit more and open up your chest as well, because we know they're all connected, I'm gonna have you draw that neck back and open up your shoulders like this. So 5 to 8 second hold with these neck retractions. We want you to do that 5 times through. Start to get that posture back. Again, these 3 simple daily things are ways that we can not only prevent text neck or technology neck and reduce pain, but we can also avoid it entirely if we do this. Thank you.